Hello everyone and welcome to or welcome back to Tinderloss Gaming and welcome to episode 2 of my Sinister Motives campaign for Marvel Champions, the living card game. Really enjoying this so far. Played one scenario but really enjoying it, and as you can see from the title screen, in this campaign I'm playing double-handed with Vision and Scarlet Witch. Nice little combo, I think. So very quick overview of where we're at. We've only played one game, but we're playing through this reputation track, and I've got the paper copy which I'm going to go through on the table in a second. But basically we're working our way down this track, getting various benefits and also negatives as well as we go. We got 3 experience from the first scenario, so I'd say average maybe. Could have got a bit more, but we ran out of time and didn't manage to do that, so we got 3. So we're going to go across to the main table now. And here we are at the main table. A few little bits to go through before we actually get playing. And I will put a timestamp down, so those that want to skip this and get straight to the gameplay, you can. But some slight adjustments. So during a campaign, I'm used to playing Arkham Horror and you can buy XP cards and stuff like that. In Marvel Champions you can alter your deck through the campaign. You can't change your aspect, I don't believe, and you can't change your hero, but you can muck around with cards inside it. Having a quick look through Vision's deck, a fundamental flaw really that I didn't spot before it, which is most of the protection cards I've got are either 0 cost or 1 cost. So for me, having 2 power of protections in there doesn't really give me my biggest bang for my buck. I could be completely wrong, but that's how I feel. So I'm taking 2 power of protection out and I'm putting in 2 energy barriers. Energy barrier is comes in with 3 reflection counters on it, and you can use it as an interrupt. When you would take any amount of damage, remove 1 reflection counter from here and prevent 1 of that damage and deal 1 damage to the enemy. So that's quite cool. So 2 of those are going to go into Vision's deck, and we're going to give these a shuffle in a second once we finish setup. Also with Wanda, I originally took, I think, some braces that when Wanda attacked, I could ping a damage to an enemy, which sounded really good. But then I thought, well, I don't really attack with Wanda too much. She's got a couple of attack cards in her deck, but generally speaking, with Wanda, she's my threat. She's my thwarting. So most of the time with her, I'm going to be thwarting. So I changed it, went back and had a look, and one of the 3 that I picked was Wrist Navigator. So I've chosen that instead. And that is setup, permanent. After a minion or a side scheme enters play, attached Wrist Navigator to it. And when the attached card is defeated, draw a card. And then it returns to my play area. So this thing pings around, hopefully drawing me cards. So I've gone with that for Wanda rather than the braces, rather than the other things I had. Vision, his upgrade is again a setup permanent. I get a -1 attack, but he does get +1 defense and gets retaliate 1 and steady, which is really cool. So scenario 2. Oh, actually, sorry, just the paper bits. I've recorded it all there. I've just been through it all really. Web braces and Wrist Navigator. Tracking display is Osborne Tech that's in the encounter card. So we'll keep those off to one side. We are now, scenario 2 is against Venom. We're playing on standard, so we're only playing 1 and 2. 1 scheme, 2 attack, comes in with toughness, and he's got vengeance, forced response. After you attack and damage Venom with a card you control, place 1 face down boost card on your identity. So he's quite nasty. He's going to build up his attacks and smack me for loads if I'm not careful. As I said, he's got tough and force response. Bell Tower is a location that's in play, and it starts off, I believe, on its quiet side, which is here. So if there are at least 3 chime counters per player, flip this card, so 6 in our case. interrupt, when any amount of damage will be dealt to Venom by an attack, you may place it that many chime counters here instead. So rather than attacking, you can build up the chime counters to help you. And what that does is on the other side, when you get to 6 or over, you flip it. Damage increases to Venom by 1, which is really good. And then if there are no chime counters on there, you flip the card back over. Forced interrupt. Venom's attack would deal any amount of damage to an identity. Remove that many chime counters from here. For each chime counter removed, that way prevent one of the damage. It doesn't say may, so I believe you have to do that if there are chime counters on it, but it comes in on its quiet side. We'll leave that there, bit of space. Public Outcry is a campaign card. We know about that. We had that in the last scenario. 4 notoriety counters on it. We get an additional acceleration because of it. And if we defeat minions or side schemes, we can remove one from there. Key is to get that one going as soon as possible. We're playing there's one scheme. It's so we've got all of our encounter cards all sorted out there. We've got our standard, we've got the symbiotic strength, we've got Venom, and we've got down to earth. Plus we've got the Osborne Tekken and our obligations and all that jazz. And it says put bell tower into environment into play quiet side face up. Then we've got onto this side 10 threat per player, so 20. Forced interrupt. When Venom activates against you, move each face down boost counter from your identity to Venom. So all of those attacks that we do to build up the boost are going to come into here, and he's going to hit you really hard. Comes in with 2 per player, so at 4, and it's adding 1 per player each time. And again, standard, if we get to 20, we lose the game. All right, okay, I think we're about ready to go. We're going to do a standard shuffle. These have all been shuffled, and here we go. Wouldn't be a Tinderloss Gaming if we didn't chuck a whole load of cards over the mat. Oh my God. Slightly embarrassing. I can't shuffle cards. I mean, it is fairly early in the morning here in the UK. It's a very chilly morning, but I'm in the back cave, nice and toasty. We'll do the patented cat weasel cut. We'll then shuffle up our decks. Cat weasel cut. Wanda. I'm going to call her Wanda and Vision because, you know, it's easier than saying Scarlet Witch the whole way through. I probably will chop and change that now I've said it. There we go. Cat weasel cut. 11 health for Vision, 10 health for Wanda, 34 health for Venom. So I think we're all set and ready to go. Right, here we are. Okay, I'm just going to move these down so I remember. He's got a force response and tough, 34. We're all good to go. We're going to draw 6 for Vision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do we got? Got Super Dense Strike. Solar Gem would be good to play straight away. 2 Super Dense Strikes. We've got our Armoured Vest. We've got a Counter Punch. Doesn't really do a lot for Vision. Hits back for 1. But we could put that on the bell tower. Or what we could do is do that. When I'm thinking about mulliganing in this game, I'm not an expert at Marvel Champions by any way, shape or form. It's a game I play occasionally, like all my other games. So it's not my sort of like I play it all the time. I'm thinking that, are there cards, usually in a hand of 5 or 6, you're going to have resources for a couple of cards. Now, Solar Gem is going to give us a wild resource for the rest of the game. So getting that out early doors is quite good. It gives us the aerial trait as well. So playing that would be quite good. And obviously Vision is all about defend, his protection. So that's what he does. But do I... Do I play a phased? I'm going to use all of my cards. But it is what it is. It is what it is. That's what I'm going to do. 2 for that. 1 for that, and keep my counter punch. Yeah, we'll be happy with that. Wanda's drawing 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's got an Agatha. Boring. Well, not boring, but Hexbolt is good. Warp Reality, Basic Spell, Chaos Magic. Oh, that's a good card for an expensive. I've got no expensive cards in my hand. So I could pay an Agatha Harkness and a Warp Reality to play Hexbolt. We could turn the Tide for 0. Yeah, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. Could be a bad move. Right, I've got my coffee. Here we go. Cheers, everyone. Right, Vision. We're going to flip to Vision side. Also going to flip to Dense, which means we draw a card. We get Strength. Oh, now that almost things. So we could pay a Strength for the Solar Gem. We could play a Super Dense Strike for the Armoured Vest, and we then could play those 3. But he's got a Tough on him. He's got a Tough on him. That's okay. So we'll pay 2. We'll pay a Strength to play a Solar Gem. We will obviously tap Solar Gem to play Armoured Vest, giving us +2 defence now. Where's my +2? He's now defence 4. He gets +2 from his Dense, and he gets +1 from here, and obviously +1 from the Armoured Vest. So defence 4 now, which is quite tasty. We've got a Super Dense Strike in hand. We'll pay a Super Dense Strike. We'll attack for 1, which removes the Tough. So Vision's attacking for 1. Because he only gets -1 attack from Wave Bracers, but he gets 2 from Dense, so he's at +1. So the Tough comes off. We get a boost card because we've attacked Venom. That goes under there. And then we're going to pay a Super Dense Strike and a Phase Disruption to play a super dense strike. Attack. Play only if Vision is in dense form. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. I'm not going to do it to him. I'm going to put it on the bell tower. We don't want to get too many cards, and then we've got a counter punch in hand for 0 if and when we need it. Right, we've got Wanda. She is going to flip to Scarlet Witch's side. Or do we do a freebie? Discard 2 cards from your hand and draw 2 cards. I'm quite liking this, so I'm going to flip across to Scarlet Witch. Who's going to pay a Warp Reality and an Agatha Harkness for a Hex Bolt. Hex Bolt is one of her signature cards. Discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. For each card discarded this way, that has boost icons equal to it, and then we do various things. So we're discarding 3 cards. First card is 1 pip on it, which means to remove 2 threat from the scheme. I'm going to do that. Second is 2 on it, which is draw a card. We're going to draw a card. We're going to get a basic spell. Third is 3 on it, which is place a status card on a character. We are going to give Scarlet Witch a tough. We are then going to exhaust Scarlet Witch to thwart for 2, taking those 2 off the main scheme. We're then going to pay a 0, turn the tide. After your hero thwarts, remove all threat and deal 3 damage to an enemy. We're not going to deal it to Venom. We're going to place it on the bell tower, which takes that to 8, which flips it across to its ringing side, which means damage taken by Venom is increased by 1. We're then going to play Chaos Magic. Play a card from your hand ignoring its resource cost. We're going to play Basic Spell. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck equal to that card's printed resource cost is 2. So we're taking 2 off. And we're going to do 3 damage, 4 damage to Venom. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Interestingly, Basic Spell, it's not an attack. So we have not attacked Venom in regards to his forced response. And we have got a basic spell in hand. That wasn't too bad. Vision is going to draw up 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got a counter punch, we've got a Vision's Cape, we've got a preemptive strike, we've got an energy, and we've got an indomitable. Now Vision's Cape would be very handy. That's quite nice. Scarlet Witch is going to draw 4. She's going to get a Heroic Intuition, a Molecular Decay, a Turn the Tide, and a Scarlet Witch's Crest. Ooh, okay. Oh, there's so much good stuff there. There's so much good stuff there. We are going to put 3 onto the main scheme. Venom is then going to attack using his card from underneath Vision as well. Oh, we should have readied. But Vision is immediately going to defend. He's going to hit us for 2, 3, 4, 5. I will play an Indomitable to play a preemptive strike. When a boost card is turned face up while the villain attacks, cancel all boost icons on that card, then deal 1 damage to the villain for each boost icon cancelled this way. There are 2 on it, so that's 3. 1, 2, 3, down to 27. 1, 2, 3. But it does have boost. If this activation is an attack, it gains piercing. Well, that makes no difference. So he's hitting us for 3. I'm defense 4, so I don't take any damage. And we've got retaliate 1, 2. Retaliating for 2. 1 for retaliate and 1 because of the damage here increases it by 2. 1, 2, down to 25. He's going to attack Scarlet Witch, who's not going to defend. So he's hitting for 2, 3, 4, which means 4 counters come off the bell tower. So we're down to 4. No, we're going to put those 4 back on. Because we're going to take the tough off. So we take no damage. So that happens before that happens. We don't take any damage. We're going to get an encounter card for Vision and an encounter card for Wanda. Vision's encounter card is Enraged Symbiote. It's got guard and patrol. So you can have a look. Guard and patrol, and when it's engaged with you, you can't thwart either. And then obviously it's a 2 health, 1 scheme, 2 attack. So that comes in with guard and patrol on it. Wanda's encounter card is lashing out. Response: after Venom takes any amount of damage from an attack, remove an equal amount of threat from here. And it's got an acceleration token. It's got 9 threat on it. So we need to be hitting. So that's now +2. And that comes in with 9 threat on it. There we go, 9 threat. And then we move across. Wanda gets the first player token, and we then get a time to have a sip of coffee. Or a couple of sips, actually. That should have taken off. We did defend with Vision, so he stays exhausted. Right, Wanda, what have you got? I am going to pay 2 for Heroic Intuition, giving her +1 thwart. We're then going to exhaust Scarlet Witch to thwart for 3, taking 3 off of the main scheme. And then I'm going to play 0. After your hero thwarts and removes all threat from a scheme, deal 3 damage to an enemy. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Taking 4 tokens off of lashing out. But turning the tide is an attack. So we have to put a card underneath Scarlet Witch. We've got her crest in hand, which we'll play hopefully later. Vision. He's going to pay 2 to play his Vision's cape. When he's in dense mode, he gets retaliate 1, and retaliate does stack. So we're now at retaliate 2. And unfortunately, that's pretty much all we can do. I've got to get used to playing Vision's. I'm playing Vision's turn in Venom's attack phase, but here we go. Okay, we're going to draw 4 cards for Vision. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got a counter strike punch, we've got a preemptive strike, we've got a density control, we've got another armoured vest, and we've got a mass increase. We're drawing 4 cards for Wanda. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've got a crest, heroic intuition, spiritual meditation, magic shield, and a speed. Oh, sorry. The wrist navigator should have been flipped onto the enraged symbiote. We're going to ready up. Didn't use my solar gem there, but I don't think I had anything. Only had a counter punch, so that's fine. We're going to put 4 onto the main scheme because of lashing out. It's got an acceleration token on it. Venom is going to attack Wanda. Which I'm afraid she'll have to take. So she's taking 2. 2. So we remove 2 off of here. So that's down to 6. Down to 6, but there's some stuff going on. Bear with me. So that comes into play with 2 rage counters on it. Sorry, I should show you that. Now we're angry. Attached to Venom, it gets 2 rage counters. Venom's attack gains overkill. After Venom takes any amount of damage from an attack, remove 1 rage counter from here. And when it's a boost, we reveal it. So it's got 2 rage counters on it. And although he only hits for 2, Unstable Sentence has got boost. If this attack activation is an attack, you get +2 boost icons and it gains overkill. So he would be hitting us for 4. We did defend. With defense 4, so nothing goes through. We did defend, so nothing goes through. And There's no point in playing preemptive strike because there is no, well, or is there? Because this actually gets +2 boost icons. So I will pay I will actually tap, no, I'm going to pay my vest to play preemptive strike, cancel all boost icons on it, and deal attack, deal damage, 1 damage for each boost icon. So that's 2, 3 from the bell tower. So he's down to 18. Down to 18, 1 rage counter comes off. It's not considered an attack, or it is an attack. And it bypasses guard. There we go. We reveal an encounter card for Wanda and an encounter card for Vision. Wanda's encounter card, oh, we take 2 from that attack as well. So we're down to 9. Don't want to be cheating. Down to 9 from the enraged symbiote. Then we've got Vision's obligation, which is treat your mass form upgrades text box as if it were blank. And as an alter ego action, you can exhaust your identity to remove it from the game. Priority number 1 now, actually, unfortunately. And then Visions is volunteer work. I hate volunteer work. Oh, that's gone. That is gone. So that's now at +1. Lashing out is gone because I've done more than 5 damage. We remove a counter from public outcry. Volunteer work. You can't thwart it, but you can remove it. As an alter ego action, you can spend 2 resources of any type and then you can remove it up to that alter ego's recovery. It comes in with 6 and an acceleration token on it. Such a frustrating card, that one. 6. And we go back up to +2 acceleration. First player token gets moved across. Oh, that's so frustrating. Gonna have to flip across. Oh, I can't exhaust. I'm already exhausted. Here's what it is. I'm going to flip across to Vision, to alter ego. Nope. I'm going to stay on Vision's side. Could do that. I could do that. Yeah, I'm going to tap the solar gem to play density control. After you change mass form, discard this card and add a vision event from your discard pile to your hand. No, I can't. No, because I'd be intangible. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it there. Go across to Wanda. First of all, she's going to play Spiritual Meditation. Draw 2 cards and then discard 1 card from my hand. We've got a basic spell and we've got to clear the area. Got to get rid of 1 card. We'll get rid of Heroic Intuition. I'm going to pay 2 to play Scarlet Witch's Crest. When boost icons on an encounter card are counted, we can exhaust Scarlet Witch's Crest and we can increase or decrease the number of boost icons on that card by 1, which is really cool. Doesn't leave me a lot else left to do. I will thwart with Scarlet Witch for 3, taking that down to 1. I've got a speed and a basic spell in hand, but I can't do anything with it. That's it. Need to get rid of that. Okay. Visually, you're going to discard any cards. I'm going to discard Density Control and Counter Punch to draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got Black Widow, a Jocasta, an Indomitable, and a Defiance. Not great. Not really overly offensive. Then with Wanda, I'm going to discard Speed and draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got a Dazzler, a Molecular Decay, and 2 Hex Bolts. We're going to ready up. We'll have a swig of coffee. We're going to put 4 onto the main scheme, which is going to take that to 5. Venom is going to attack Vision. We will exhaust Vision to defend, retaliating for 3. 1, 2, 3. Removing that. And also, at the same time, we're going to exhaust Solar Gem to play Mass Increase. When Vision defends, prevent all damage from that attack. Stun the attacking enemy after the attack resolves. So, Venom is now stunned. We do take 2 from the enraged symbiote, which is annoying, down to 7. Oh, that was the attack. So, oh, there we go, comes in. Wander is going to take an attack, but he's stunned, so that doesn't actually happen. He's stunned, so that falls off. Vision gets an encounter card. Wander gets an encounter card. Vision gets Wander's obligation. We are going to flip her. And we are going to exhaust her to get rid of that. Otherwise, we're putting loads of threat onto the main scheme. Wander's, she's got an enraged symbiote who's got guard and patrol. First player token moves across. First things first, we're going to play a Dazzler and a Molecular Decay to play good old Hex Bolt. So we're going to get a 1 on it, which is remove 2 threat from the scheme. But we're not going to do that because we're going to exhaust Scarlet Witch's Crest to take that down to a 0 to do 2 damage to an enemy. We're going to kill that symbiote. Which means Risk Navigator comes back to my hand or to my play area and I draw a card. We've got a Wiccan. So that was the first Hex Bolt. Second Hex Bolt is 1 on it, which is remove 2 threat from a scheme. We're going to take 2 off of this one, so that's down to 4. And third one is another 1, which is remove 2 threat from the scheme. We're going to take 1 off of that one. We're then going to pay 2 for another Hex Bolt. First card is a 3. I'm going to put a confused status onto Venom because we're an alter ego. Second one is nothing, which means we do 2 damage to an enemy. We are going to kill this enraged symbiote. Taking that down to 2. I can't remember if I can't remember how it was on that. Oh, 2. And our third one is 1, which is remove 2 threat from a scheme. We'll remove 2 threat from that scheme. That goes. That drops back down to 1. And we lose 1 more off of public outcry. We go across to Vision. I need to get rid of corrupted programming. Let's do it now. Can't exhaust him, but I'm ready to go next turn. I will play a Black Widow to put a Defiance in play. Not Defiance, an Indomitable. Ready for prepping for the next turn. That's it. Okay, we're going to draw up. Vision is going to get rid of. It's going to keep a Defiance, but get rid. We don't need a Defiance. It's not going to be attacking us, so I'll get rid of that. We'll draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only get 6 if we're in intangible mode. So 5 cards. We've got a Hickory Branch Lane. We've got a Vivian. We've got a Solar Beam. We've got a Just Passing Through and another Indomitable. Okay, starting to sort of get a little bit set up now. Wanda's going to draw 5 cards, 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got a Magic Shield, we've got a For Justice, we've got a Molecular Decay, we've got a Daredevil, a Hexbolt and a Genius. Ooh. We are going to put 3 onto the main scheme, taking us to 8. He's going to look to scheme with Wanda, but he's confused, so he doesn't. And then he's going to scheme with Vision for 1, 2. So that's now at 10. We need to get hold of that scheme now. Wanda's encounter card, Vision's encounter card. Wanda's encounter card is her obligation. Oh, we should have readied all of these. Apologies, getting a bit too carried away. She will exhaust, unfortunately, to remove that from the game. She hasn't got anything she could do there, has she? No. Then Vision's encounter card is a Swinging Assault. When revealed alter ego, change to your hero form, which I will. The villain attacks you. Oh, nice. Nice. Thank you very much. Well, I will defend. First of all, here's the hit. Now, there's a few things going on here. First of all, he's hitting for 3, plus whatever this is. I'm only defense 2 at the moment because corrupted programming is treating this box as though it was blank, which is where I get my +2 defense from. So I'm only +1 defense from there and +1 defense from there. So I still +2 defense. +2 defense. I've exhausted, so we're going to retaliate for 3, taking him down to 12. 1, 2, 3. Removing, oh, I should have put a rage counter on there. Removing one of those rage counters, so it's down to 1. Oh, he's at 12. God, I haven't been keeping up with this. Sorry, getting too excited. Down to 12. So defense 2, 3 there, 6 obviously. However, so that's 4 taken, so that goes down to 2. That goes down to 2. That's it. We move the first player token across. I will also discard Indomitable to ready Vision, because he can help out with some thwarting. No, I'm not. I'm going to flip, and I'm going to exhaust to get rid of corrupted programming. I'm going to pay 1 for Hickory Branch Lane. Alter ego action, exhaust this card, search your card for a discard and discard pile for an android ally and add it to your hand. I'll then pay 2, actually exhausting Solar Gem for 1, Indomitable for the second, to play Vivian, who, because Vision is in dense mode and that's no longer treated as blank, is +3 attack, or +2 attack. She is going to exhaust and take 1 consequential damage to hit him for 3, 4. So he's down to 8. Down to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is a card I control. Vivian is a card I control, so I get a boost. I get a boost for an attack or for scheme. So I need to remember that's the boost. That goes because he's taken damage. We move across to Scarlet Witches. I'm going to pay a genius to play a Hex Bolt. Once I flip over to my Wander side. First card is a nothing, dealing 2 damage to an enemy. So that's 3, because we're still on the bell tower. 1, 2, 3, down to 5. 1, 2, 3. Second card is still no boost, so 2 damage to an enemy, dealing 3. 1, 2, 3, down to 2. 1, 2, 3. And third one is nothing. 3 damage to an enemy. 1, 2, taking him down to 0. They are not, as I've said, an attack. They just deal damage to it. There's nowhere on there where it says attack. So we then go to stage 2 of Venom. Toughness, steady. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard biome for tooth and nail, and then put it into play. And then he's got the same force response. He is coming in with 36 health. So bear with me while I just sort this out. Okay, I found tooth and nail. Comes in with 8 on it. After Venom takes any amount of damage from an attack, remove an equal amount of threat from here. Comes in with an additional encounter card and 8 on it, which I've given up here. Because that's a side scheme where Risk Navigator is attached to it. He comes in with a tough, which is annoying, and he's steady now. 36 health. That's frustrating because the tough, I've got a molecular decay which would have done 5 damage, discarding the top 2 cards of the encounter deck, which I could have played, but I'm not wasting a tough on that. So I think the best thing to do is probably play a Daredevil, to play a magic shield. And I think that's it. I think that is it. Right, Vision is going to keep his solar beam. And he's going to draw four cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's got his solar beam, he's got an energy barrier, he's got a counter punch, and not today, and an energy barrier. We unexhaust, or we ready up, should I say, everything for Vision. Already everything up for Scarlet Witch. She's got a for Justice and a molecular decay. I think she's going to keep both of those, and she's going to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. So she's got a spiritual meditation to clear the area and a for Justice. That's quite cool. Okay. He's going to scheme for 3. So we're going to put, so first of all, we're going to put 3 onto the main scheme, taking it to 13. He is going to scheme for 2. 3. 3. I could Scarlet Witch it. No, I'm going to save those. So that goes to 16. That's not great. $16. And when that's revealed, you remove 1 counter from the bell tower. Then he's going to attack Wanda for 2. Three, 4. I'll remove the magic shield to take away 3 of them, and then I'll take the final one off here, which puts the bell tower back across to its quiet side. We get an encounter card for Vision, and we get an encounter card for Wanda. Vision is going to get an assault. Whilst you're in alter ego mode, this gains surge. Loose ends. Search the encounter card, discard pile, set aside area and remove game for a copy of your obligation. Reveal it. Doing that reveal, if you change to your alter ego form, discard one card from your hand. No, we don't, because we're already in alter ego. That's annoying. And then we flip across to Wanda, who's going to get assault. The villain is going to attack us because we're in hero mode. So he's hitting us for 2, 2. So we take 2 down to 8. 1, 2. And it's got a revealed, when revealed, remove 2 charm counters from the bell tower. If it's on its quiet side, which it is, you take 1 damage. So we're down to 7. We remove the first counter across. Tough is annoying, but we really need to concentrate on this now. Let's play Spiritual Meditation. We're going to draw 2 cards and get rid of 1, or discard 1. Okay, we'll get rid of Quicksilver. Right, first things first, we're going to thwart with Scarlet Witch for 3. Taking that down to 14. Then we're going to pay 2 Power of Justice to play 4 Justice. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. We didn't pay for it using that resource, unfortunately. And we're then going to pay a further 2. Using the correct resource for another for justice, removing 4 threat from the scheme. So that's down to, so that's 11, so that's down to 7. I think that's all we can do. First things first, we're going to exhaust Vivian and attack for 3, taking the tough off. Which kills her. As an alter ego action, I'm going to exhaust Hickory Branch Lane to bring Vivian back to my hand. I'm going to exhaust Vision to get rid of corrupted programming. I'm going to flip Vision. I'm then going to pay 3 for a solar beam, doing 7 damage, but I'm going to place it onto the bell tower instead. Flipping it across to its ringing side, doing +1 damage to Venom. And I think that's it. I think that's it. Right, we're going to draw 4 cards with Vision because we're going to keep the Vivian. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got a Genius, which is lovely to pay for Vivian, and Not Today, a Defiance and a Density Control. Oh, we've got an energy barrier over here. I should have taken 1 less card, sorry. Defiance was my last card. Hang on a sec. I would have had an energy and a Vivian. It's too late now. I would have had enough to pay for Vivian. Bugger. Never mind, my mistake, rushing it too much. Scarlet Witch is going to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's nearly flipped through. She has got a Strength, a Magic Shield, a Spiritual Meditation, a Clear the Area, and a Turn the Tide. Not great. Not great at all. Spiritual Meditation might be able to help us out. All ready up. We will ready up. We will put 3 threat on the main scheme, taking that to 5 or 10, sorry. Venom is going to attack Scarlet Witch, who won't defend. So she's going to take 2, 3, 4. So that goes down to 4. We then give the encounter card a shuffle. Cat Weasel Cut. Oh, there. We put a +1 onto the main scheme. We're past that though. And Vision, Venom is going to attack against Vision. We will play a density control. To play a knot today. So we're now defense 6 against this hit. 2, nothing. So we don't take any damage, so we remove 2 threat from the main scheme. Or 2 threat from A scheme. Now we'll take 2 threat from that one, so that's back down to 8. Vision defended. We get an encounter card for Wanda and a counter card for Vision. Wanda's encounter card is the villain schemes. So scheming for 2, 3. So that's back up to 11. And if this activation is an attack, which it's not, so we don't take the indirect damage. And then Vision's encounter card is loose ends again. Bloody Nora. 3 times. I will flip. And we've got to discard a card at random. Genius. Of course it is. Of course it is. First player taker goes across. I will exhaust Vision to get rid of corrupted programming. I'll flip him across to his Vision side. I'll tap Solar Gem and pay an energy barrier to player Vivian. Comes in with 2 health. We'll immediately use one of them and exhaust. +2 attack. Hitting Venom for 3. Taking him down to 33. 1, 2, 3. We remove 3 counters from that side scheme. And because it's an attack, we'll get a boost here. We defended, so it should have taken a further 3. 1, 2, 3, down to 30. Got to remember that. Retaliate 3 is good. 1, 2, 3. We're good. We'll play a spiritual meditation, drawing 2 cards. 1, 2. We've got an energy and a power of justice. We get an encounter card. Bug up, made a mistake, sorry. That will be no, sorry. I think I forgot that. Bugger. Apologies. Right, Wanda. God, she's got a strength and energy and a power of justice, and we've got a 0 cost, a 1 cost, and Okay, we could do something, I suppose. A bit of a waste. Wanda's going to exhaust and take 3 off of that, so it's down to 2. I'll then pay a power of justice to play clear the area, removing 2 threat from a scheme. If it removes the last threat, draw a card, which it does. That goes. That removes that. I draw a card, get a clear the area. I remove that because I've removed the side scheme, which takes that back down to +1. That comes off. And I draw a card for Web Navigator. Heroic Intuition. I'm going to pay a Heroic Intuition to play clear the area, removing 2 threat from the scheme, taking that back down to 9. I'm going to pay a Strength, unfortunately, to play a Magic Shield. That's a boost card, that's an encounter card. Oof. I think that's it. Drawing 5 cards for Vision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are getting a Defiance, a Solar Beam, a Counter Punch, and a Preemptive Strike. Okay. All right. We're drawing 4 cards for Wanda. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I want to get rid of any of these? I'll keep those. So, sorry, 3 cards. 3 cards for Wanda. We're going to get Hexbolt, Warp Reality for Justice, Turn the Tide, and an Energy. We ready up? We ready up. Venom is going to attack. Did I put those on there? I think I did. Sorry. Right, so Venom is going to attack Vision. For 2. 2. 4. +2 from there. So that does allow me to play Counter Punch to play Preemptive Strike, cancelling all those boost icons. I am defending. Dealing 2 damage, so I ignore those, but it deals 3 back to him because of +1 damage here, down to 27. So he's hitting me for 2. That's it. My defense, I don't take any damage. I'm defense 4. But I do retaliate for 3. So down to 24. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's an encounter card I need to remember. So he's hitting me. He's hitting Scarlet Witch for 2. 3, 4. I'll remove Magic Shield to not take any damage. And I'll take 1 counter off here. Encounter card for Vision. Encounter card for Wanda. Vision's encounter card. Friends and family. Love this card. Not. When in a hero form, increase the resource cost of each event you play by 1. Alter ego action, discard it and play by 1. Discard it and discard 1 identity specific card from your hand, and then you get to get rid of it. First encounter card for Wanda is Shadows of the Past. Here we go. Here we go. So, Scarlet Witch. Her minion is Luminous. 2 scheme, 2 attack, 5 health, elite. After she activates against you, discard the top card of the encounter deck. If 2 or more boost icons were discarded that way, you'll deal yourself 1 encounter card. I'll come back to that in a second. We put her side scheme in play, which is next evolution. 2 per player. Increase the number of boost icons on an encounter card by 1. Ooh. So that comes in with 4. And then we put these 2 into the encounter deck. Got to remember Scarlet Witch's crest and stuff like that, but I haven't really needed to use them. Need some hex bolts. 24. 24. I'd like to get no side schemes in play and get this down as far as I can. And then the second encounter card is, oh, here we go. We're angry. Now we're angry. +1 attack. That moves across to Scarlet Witch, and Luminous gets the West Wrist Navigator. Oh, no. Could have played Warp Reality to in all that Shadows of the Past. Which is what I'm going to do. Sorry. That's going. That's going. That's coming back. It's just, sorry, I can't do that because that might muck the whole game up. Where's the other one? There. Right, sorry, we'll give that a shuffle. give that oh God. Ugh. Cat weasel cut. Right, so a little bit of hot tub timing machine. That's going to go away. So we're back to revealing shadows of the past. I will pay 1 for warp reality, which I'll play turn the tide on. When an encounter card is revealed from the encounter deck, cancel all of its effects and discard it. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck equal to the number of boost icons under it. So that's 2. So 1, 2. That could be big. We then move the first player token across. Back to Vision. Friends and family is a right pain. I think I'm going to go for it. Friends and family's not allowing me to pay for it. I am going to exhaust Vision and Killer to do 3, 4 on Venom, taking him down to 20. Taking him down to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. I get a boost icon for that. But that does kill Vision. Can't play Solar Beam because Friends and Family is in play and Solar Beam is an event. I hate this card. I absolutely 100% hate that card. Are there any cards you hate? There's probably loads of them. So really nothing left to do with Vision. But he does it all in the villain phase. So across to Scarlet Witch. Who is going to exhaust and thwart for 3, taking that down to 6. And then we'll pay an energy to play a Hex Bolt, remembering we've got these 2 in play, Scarlet Witch's Crest and the Chaos Control. Because at the moment, I'm thinking I need to do as much damage as I possibly can, because Bell Tower's going to flip over again in a minute, probably at the end of this turn. So, first card. We are going to get a 3, which is a status card on a character. We're going to put a tough onto Scarlet Witch. Second card is a 1, which is remove 2 threat from a scheme. I'm quite happy with that. So we'll take that down to 4. And then the third one is a nothing. Do 2 damage to an enemy. I'm going to exhaust Scarlet Witch's Crest to +1 it to take 2 threat from a scheme, taking that down to 2. That should have come in with 2 rage counters on it. That's it. We're drawing. I think we're going to just draw 2 cards to stop us getting a second encounter card. We're going to get a solar beam, not today, and 2 defiances. Actually, I would have flipped over to get rid of friends and family. Sorry, I would have flipped over to get to friends and family. We're drawing 5 cards for Wanda. We're going to get rid of for Justice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got a magic shield, a hex bolt, a turn the tide, a clear the area, and a magic shield. We're putting 3 onto the main scheme, taking that to 5. Venom is going to attack Vision. He's going to scheme with Vision. We'll unexhaust. In fact, stop doing things in not the right order, MB. Doesn't help. So he's scheming for 2. But that comes into play with us. And 1. So 3 in total, which we can take, I think. I'm not going to bother using Scarlet Witch's thing, and we remove one chime from the bell tower because of its boost ability. Then he's attacking Scarlet Witch. So for 3. 4. So we take, well, that's when so what interesting to see when this happens. So I'm currently taking 4 because I haven't defended. I removed 2 from that to remove, so I'm only taking 2. Down to 5. 1, 2. Down to 5. 1, 2, 3. Encounter card for Vision. Encounter card for Wanda. Vision is getting Swinging Assault. Change to your hero form, the villain attacks you. Okay, that's quite good. I like that. I like this one. So he's attacking me for 2, 3. I'm going to exhaust Solar Gem. Hang on a second. Oh, well, that flips over. Do I do? Oh, I do defend. So I'm 4. But then I've got to do that. No, I'm just going to defend. I'm just going to defend at 4. So 3. And that comes engaged with me. So 3 attack, 4 defense, don't take any damage. Encounter card for Wanda. The villain attacks you. Give that villain 1 additional boost for that activation. Sugar. Oh no. That was lucky. I will exhaust Scarlet Witch's crest to remove that by 1. So I take 3. I take 3. 1, 2, 3. Down to 2. 1, 2, 3. And then it says, when revealed, boost, resolve this card's when revealed ability. Remove 2 chime counters from the bell tower. If it's on its quiet side, which it is, take 1 damage. I'm down to 1. Down to 1. We flip across to here. Oh, that comes in with that engaged symbiote. We've done damage. I'm sure we've done damage to him through retaliate. We did. Right. Oh, tough. Sugar. I forgot tough. Tough. I keep forgetting stuff. So I was on 5, wasn't I? I was on 5. I was on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. Too much going on, and I'm getting towards the end. I've been playing for an hour and a half, and I feel like I'm nearly there. I'm going to pay 2 to do a hex bolt. So first card is a 1, which is remove 2 threat from a scheme. So that goes down to 6. Second one is nothing, which is doing 2 damage to an enemy, which means I'm going to kill this symbiote. That comes back. I draw a card. Quicksilver. Third one is nothing, which is deal 2 damage to an enemy, which I'm going to kill this symbiote. I'm going to exhaust Scarlet Witch to thwart for 3, taking that down to 3. Okay. I think that's all I can do. What have we got? Actually, no, I'm going to play a Quicksilver to play Magic Shield. Going to flip across to Vision side, and I'm going to discard a solar beam to get rid of friends and family. I'm going to exhaust Hickory Branch Lane to look for an Android card. I'm going to get a Vivian. I'm going to pay 2. Oops. For Vivian, who comes in with +2 attack. I'm going to exhaust her, taking 1 consequential damage to put 3 onto the bell tower. And then I think that is it. Vision is going to draw 3 cards. 1, 2. He gets an encounter card. Cat Weasel cut, and we get 1 more card. So we've got 5 cards because we're in dense form. We have got a Defiance, a Solar Beam, a Not Today, a Passing Through, and a Mockingbird. We're going to draw 4 cards with Scarlet Witch. She's got a Spiritual Meditation, a Hex Bolt, a Molecular Decay, and a Hex Bolt. Yeah. Those 2. That's an encounter card. It's not a boost card, that's an encounter card. Alright, we're going to put 3 onto the main scheme, taking out 6. Venom is going to attack Scarlet Witch. We'll unexhaust everything to start off with. I think who will defend? Defense of 2. Hitting me for 3. 4, 5, 6. I'm going to remove that to remove that. So defense 2, I get 1 damage. 1 damage. He's going to scheme over here. 4, 2, 5, of course. Back up to 11. Oh, I was hoping to get that down to 0. Encounter card for Wanda. Encounter card for Vision. Wanda's encounter card is a common criminal. Nope. It's got Surge. Volunteer Network. Ugh. I hate this card. You cannot thwart this scheme. Alter ego action. You can spend 2 resources of any type to remove threat from the scheme equal to your alter ego's recovery. If your identity has the civilian trait, draw a card. Gives you a plus an acceleration token as well, and comes in with 6. Just when I didn't need it. These are all... The reason why I'm getting so frustrated is because these are all conditions. Not to have side schemes in play, not to have minions in play. We're doing all right. Okay. Vision's first encounter card. We're in alter ego, so it gets Surge. Threat or menace. When revealed, you may change form. If you are in hero form, place 2 threat on the main scheme. If you're in alter ego form, you cannot change during your next turn. I am going to flip to put 2 onto the main scheme, taking that to 13. Second card. For whom the bell tolls, remove 2 chime tokens, from there. If it's on its quiet side, take 1 damage, which it is. It's on its quiet side, so down to 6. We're on 4. We move the first player token across. Going to pay 2 plus a solar gem. That should have gone. To play solar beam, doing 3 damage to Venom, which I'm not going to do. I'm going to put it on to For Whom the Bell, the bell tower. So that's now at 8. And it flips. Vision should have unexhausted, sorry. So should Scarlet Witch. I'm going to attack and lose Vision. She's attacking for 3, 4 because of that, so down to 16. That goes because you've taken damage. Down to 16. 1, 2, 3, 4. Vision goes. I will flip across to Vision's alter ego side. No. No. Wanda. Spiritual meditation, drawing 2 and then discarding 1 from my hand. We're getting a genius and a power of justice. We'll get rid of a power of justice. We're going to pay 2 genius for a hex bolt. Discarding 1. Well, that's a 2. So that's draw a card. We'll draw a card. Got chaos magic. We're then going to I think those will go in. Shuffle the encounter deck. Oh my god. Shuffle the encounter deck. We really need to be taking some threat off the main scheme. Two more cards to draw for Hex Bolt. Oh, Cat Weasel cut. Second card for Hex Bolt, which is nothing, but I'm going to Scarlet Witch's crest it to take 2 off of that, down to 1, 11, and then the third one is nothing, dealing 2 damage to an enemy. Well, that's 3, so Venom is down to 13. 1, 2, 3. That was the 3 cards from Hex Bolt. Going to pay 2 for another Hex Bolt. First card. Place a status on a character. I will play Tough, and remember Tough on Scarlet Witch. Second card is 1, which has removed 2 threats. That takes that down to 9. Third one, 1, which has removed 2 threat, taking that down to 7. I will exhaust Scarlet Witch to thwart for 3, taking that down to 4. Okay, we'll draw up. Don't need a Mockingbird. I'm going to draw one, 2, 3, 4. Defiance, strength, not today, indomitable. And then we're drawing 1, 2, 3, 4 for Scarlet Witch. We're going to get a molecular decay, 2 basic spells. Okay. We are going to put 3, 4, 5 onto the main scheme. So that now takes that to 9. Venom is going to attack Vision, who will defend, doing 3 damage to him, taking him down to 10. It's not an attack. 1, 2, 3. I will, oh, should have unexhausted everything. I will spend a 1 from Solar Gem to play Not Today. And I will spend a Defiance to play a Not Today. I'm sure I think you can do this. So I'm at +4 defence. So I'm now defence 8 against his attack of 2, 5. Take no damage. You can remove 2 threat from a scheme. I'm going to remove 4 from that. Venom is going to attack Wanda, who's not going to defend. So 2, 2. So 2 comes off here, down to 6. Common Criminal hits me for 1, taking me to 3. Encounter card for Vision, encounter card for Wanda. Vision's encounter card is Biting Retort. When revealed, Venom activates against you. Each boost icon turned face up gets +1 boost icon. Okay. So he's going to attack me for 2. Nothing, but it's 3. So 3 comes off here, down to 3. And then here, same thing. Activates against you. So 2, 3, 4. So those 3 go. And I'll take 1 damage, down to 2. Bell Tower turns over. First player token moves across. 10 health. Okay, I'm going to pay 2 to play a basic spell, which is remove 3 threat from a scheme. It's not thwarting, so I'm going to remove that from there. That goes, that goes. Forgot the tough again. I'm going to exhaust Scarlet Witch to thwart for 3. Oh, that would have been on there. That would have been on there. Taking that down to 6. I'd like to kill a minion. One attack. So what I'm thinking at the moment is 10 health. I've got rid of all the side schemes, which is a win condition. I'll be alive win condition. Let's have a look. At the moment I'm getting, well, there's no victory points unfortunately in the display. There is a minion in play. I'd only be getting 2 XP. No side schemes in play and no defeated identities. So I'd only be getting 2 XP. If I go another round, I could potentially clear that, kill that. Sorry, I'm going to go another round. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm on 2 health. I can pretty much kill him, I think, hopefully this turn. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to play 0 Chaos Magic, play a card from your hand ignoring its resource cost and play Molecular Decay. We draw 3 of those off. 1, 2, 3. I'm hitting in for 5 plus whatever these 2 are. So nothing. I'll Chaos Control that to draw the first one again. Nothing. So I'll exhaust Scarlet Witch's Crest to make that a +1. And then the third one is 3. So we do 9 damage in total. 9 damage, so he's down to 1. He's down to 1. So there's 4 going on there. Do I push it? Do I push it? Because I can kill him now, clearly. I can clear that. No, I'm going to push it. I'm going to push it. I'm going to... Oh. I've got 2 XP in the bag. No, hang on a sec. We can get 3 XP. So Wanda's finished. Wanda's finished. Oh no, we're exhausted. We're exhausted. No, I can kill him in the. I can kill him in the villain phase. So I go across to Vision. Ah, no, I need to be in alter ego mode to get. No. Sod it. I'm doing it. So I'm going to flip across to Vision. I'm going to exhaust Hickory alter ego to get Vivian. I'll pay 2 strength to get Vivian out at +2 attack. She'll then exhaust. She'll then exhaust. And she'll kill Venom. She'll kill Venom down to 1, down to 0. So unfortunately I just got the 2 victory points. Oh, this is hard. This is hard. There's probably loads of you out there saying that's not hard and you've made 100 million mistakes. So what we got? We've got no victory points in the victory display, I don't think. Oh no, oh, we've got 3. We've got public outcry. So we've got 3, same as last time. 1, 2, 3. So we now get an extra mulligan, and we also place an extra 2 threat on the main scheme. 1, 2, 3, 4. Be nice to get 4 XP with Mysterio, who's up next. So the positives are we get an extra mulligan, and the negatives are we actually place an extra 1 threat per person on the main scheme. When we play against, I believe it's Mysterio next. Here's Mysterio. Well, that was fun, and that was just over 2 hours. I apologise if there's a load of mistakes in here. I don't mean to make them on purpose, obviously. I'm just playing on my own, having fun. But if you're really liking this playthrough, then if you could just like and subscribe to the channel, please comment. Really love getting your comments. Those cat weasel comments out there are really good. But I will see you on the very next one, and ta-ra for now.